Demand for care workers hasn't stopped. When I was checking, statistics is saying there's apparently about 110 to 130,000 vacancies across board just for care workers and support workers. Now that's something. And we all know that in 2025, July the 22nd, which is this summer, they stopped the care worker visa completely. They've stopped the recruitment of care workers from abroad. However, that has not stopped people from recruiting, companies and organizations from recruiting within the country. What that means is if you're already in the country and you're on a care worker visa, you still can switch or move from one organization to the other. And why I'm passionate about people moving organizations is because I've done it and I've seen the benefits of it. Hello and a big welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we want to talk about something that everyone else has been waiting to hear. A lot of people have been DMing me, messaging me on all platforms, just asking, why have you stopped talking about care workers, vacancies, recruitment events and stuff? I was a bit quiet because since the 22nd of July, recruitment seemed to have slowed down. A lot of companies were a bit skeptical about getting people on board. It were just a few hiccups, but I've noted something, and this is what I want to share with you today in this video. I've been checking. I do still get notifications on Indeed and everywhere else, and I continue to search and research, especially when it comes to vacancies. Part is because I'm a care worker in the UK, and we are consistently looking for opportunities. So I've noticed a surge in vacancies, especially in the NHS and council, and that excites me. That is of interest to me. If you have been a subscriber on this platform and you've been following us and our journey, you say NHS or councils, we get excited. So I thought, well, I'll come here and I'll share with my people what I'm thinking. I'll share my thoughts, I'll share my view. I will leave it with you for you to take action. What I can tell you before we get into this video is the fact that these laws and policies will always be out there and we cannot stop it. There's nothing that we can do to stop it. What we can only do is to know why we are here, is to know why we came over to this country. We came here for opportunities. We came here to change our lives, and we don't change our lives by mourning. We don't change our lives by sitting and not doing anything, but we do change our lives by taking action, by always being proactive, always staying ahead of the game, always staying in there. And all the more reasons why you need to follow us, and let's journey together. Let's pursue opportunities together. Let's strengthen our purpose and our goals together. Let's get right into it. The demand for care workers hasn't stopped. When I was checking, statistics is saying there's apparently about 110 to 130,000 vacancies across board just for care workers and support workers. Now that's something. And we all know that in 2025, July the 22nd, which is this summer, they stopped the care worker visa completely. They've stopped the recruitment of care workers from abroad. However, that has not stopped people from recruiting and organizations from recruiting within the country. What that means is if you're already in the country and you're on a care worker visa, you still can switch or move from one organization to the other. And why I'm passionate about people moving organizations is because I've done it and I've seen the benefits of it. I continue to encourage people to pursue change and experience the different sectors in care. If you are new to this, there is so many different sectors. Most people came with domiciliary care, which is what I came with, where you go from house to house and you're looking after people in the comfort of their homes. But there are others who are in care homes. There are others who do support work. There are others who work in hospitals, like I now work for the NHS. And there's so many benefits for working for organizations like the NHS and the council, from work-life balance to good pension schemes to job security to career progression, which is why I'm very passionate. And I always say, whenever I see opportunities, I think of my people. I think of people that came on a care worker visa to say that was just a stepping stone. Do not stop yourself from dreaming. The fact that you came as a caregiver will not stop you from becoming a doctor, from becoming a social worker, from becoming a registered manager, from becoming anything that you want in this country. But what you need to do is, that's not handed to you on a silver platter. You have to position yourself correctly. And there's no better way of positioning yourself than joining organizations such as the NHS and city councils. Why did I choose to make this video? Is because councils like this one is apparently recruiting at the moment, and they are holding a recruitment event. All the more reasons why, if it's within your area and you're watching this video, please do strive to go and attend. Even if it's a bit far from where you live, just attend that recruitment event. Just put your name in the hat. You never know where you can end. You never know where it can lead you. It's a good opportunity. So why I have also decided to make this video was to say, now these are the opportunities that we need to be looking out for. The fact that one council already has taken that initiative to say, right, we're going to hold an event. For me, that's mass recruitment, and it's a good opportunity. If you're in this country, you're on a care worker visa, and you're wanting to integrate into these organizations, join brilliant organizations and working systems, then these are the events that you need to attend. Why am I also passionate about recruitment events? Is because that's how I transitioned from domiciliary care or home care getting into the NHS. For those of you that haven't watched that video, it's there. I made that video last year, but I'll briefly share with you how I did it. So I went to a recruitment event. I saw a recruitment event online. I applied, I got an invite, and I went to that recruitment event, and I joined the bank team. And this is very significant. I'll share with you all the more reasons why. Watch until the end. Why bank, volunteering, or working part-time for these organizations is very key if you're on a care worker visa and you can't get sponsorship. So that's what I did. Went to a bank recruitment event, joined the organization, and guess what? 3 months into joining as a bank healthcare for the NHS, I got a permanent job with sponsorship to work for the NHS. I've noticed that also some organizations or some trusts have actually upped their requirement or their recruitment criteria to say you can only get sponsorship if you've been with the organization either for a year, some for 2 years. But how do you get to be with the organization? This is when you join their volunteering teams, which is when you start working for them on a bank basis. So it's not everyone that's going to go straight in with sponsorship, but it's a good opportunity if you can join such organizations on a bank basis. It means you are in line for recruitment with sponsorship. It means you are in line for all the trainings, career progression opportunities within those organizations. So do not just ignore these opportunities and say, because a lot of people do ask me each time I share about an opportunity, they go like, do they sponsor? Nobody knows whether or not they will sponsor. What I can tell you is these trusts and these councils do have sponsor licenses, but it's at their discretion who they want to sponsor or the criteria in which they would choose to sponsor. What you can only do is position yourself or find a way to get into that organization, and then you can take it from there. Why that is also important is the fact that you gain experience and you align yourself with the roles within that organization when you start working for them. So it's something that I would encourage you to always be on the lookout for recruitment events. I think we're back on track. I think recruitment is back on track. Also, another criteria in which you can look out for these opportunities, especially for the NHS and the council. Just know that since the 22nd of July 2025, there is a salary threshold for those that are in country and those that are being sponsored in the care sector. Is that the criteria is you have to earn a wage of £12.82 or £25,000. Now, when I was looking, all the vacancies that have caught my eye and triggered me to make this video have a salary of about 25,000, 26,000 plus going up. That's the range that you need. So even when it says 24,000 to 25 or to 26, apply for those jobs and make your case. Why do I always talk about making your case? This has reminded me of when I applied to the NHS, which later on gave me sponsorship. The job didn't state that they were sponsoring. From the look of things and how everything went, I've shared in that video. Go and watch the video. They weren't looking to sponsor, but once I went to that interview, unfortunately they liked me enough to want to give me the job. They wanted me to join them, and it was then that I explained to them that I came to the country, I'm on a skilled worker visa, and you need to sponsor me for me to come and work in your organization. It didn't take minutes. They were just like, okay, sometime, and someone will get in touch with you. On the same day, somebody from their recruitment HR reached out to me and asked for my details, and the rest is history. I'm now with the NHS and I'm still happy, enjoying what I do and seeing so much value and growth and seeing opportunities. I don't think I would be making these videos if I was still working in domiciliary. I have nothing against domiciliary. Actually, I miss it. I'll share with you in another video in the future what I miss the most and what I learned so much from domiciliary. However, what I've got from the NHS is the work-life balance, is being able to do other things, being able to do the things that I love outside work, because I only work 3 days. That's my contract. I have a 7-day week. There's so much that you can do. Realize I get to do more with my children. I get to see them more. I get to be a part and parcel of there, and I don't miss a thing. So I don't regret that move. I don't know what you think about recruitment, about these opportunities, but these are real opportunities, and I think recruitment is back on track. I will share this just briefly. There is shortage. All those statistics just are pointing in the direction that the care industry crisis, shortage in terms of staffing, hasn't just gone away. And so the onus is on you. If you're following, if you're a subscriber on here and you've been wanting to work with the NHS or the council, the time is now. Just spruce up your CV. You already have the experience, and do your best in preparing for your interview, and you will do just fine. You will land a job that you will not regret. You will start dreaming again and starting a brighter future in this country. Last but not least, we cannot talk about opportunities and not talk about criteria and how to apply. And if you're wanting to apply to the NHS, just know you have to go on the track. You have to open an account on track or go on NHS jobs and whatever that they tell you there. The key thing if you're applying for the NHS is your personal statement, which is where you are stating your case and telling them how suitable you are for the job or what you bring into this job. I've shared in one of my videos, I actually have got a playlist on this channel about NHS, how to apply, how to write a personal statement, and what to do in an interview. So go and watch it and see how much you can get from there. Also, one thing that I want to reiterate in this video is the fact that trusts do differ. NHS is not just one organization. It has got different trusts under it. So you might hear someone say, oh, NHS is not recruiting. That's not true. Or NHS is not sponsoring. That's not true. A lot of people reached out to me. They recently got their sponsorship and they're working in the NHS. So trusts do differ, and policies within trusts do differ. Needs within trusts do differ. So just keep applying. Do not give up. Whether in Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, or England, just keep applying until you get what you want. And also, just to bear in mind, for sponsorship you would need to watch salary threshold. Definitely it will be sponsored. Last but not least, the immigration policy on switching and changing jobs says until the July of 2028. So there's still time for people to be moving jobs. There's still time for people to keep dreaming. Some of you will be asking, what do I need for me to get into the NHS? Minimum, you need a care certificate. If you've been in the country for over a year, you should have done your care certificate. If you're watching this video and you haven't done your care certificate, please do it, because most organizations do need it. For some organizations as well, just doing your NVQs and anything in line with that definitely will give you an edge over others. Clinical skills, again, are very key. If you have them, then you're the right fit for these jobs. You should be good to go. You need a clean DBS. Let's keep it professional. Maintain your DBS clean, and you'll see yourself flourishing, especially in the adult social care industry. There is plenty of opportunities. Let's not be distracted by whatever is happening on the sidelines. Let's keep the focus. Let's keep flourishing. Let's keep dreaming. That's all I had for you in this video. And those of you who live around this area, try by all means to go to that recruitment event, and we'll share more as and when we come across it. So that's all I had for you in this video. I'll see you in our next one. Bye.